Hi everybody, I am so excited for today because today I'm going to be ranking my eyeshadow palettes. I always love doing this type of video because it really lets me see the palettes that I currently have, the colors that I have, and it always reminds me to go back and start using my palettes because typically I focus on one and the others get neglected. So anyway, I always find that these, while I don't always bring in new palettes, I've had a lot of these for a long time now. I don't bring in a lot, I don't declutter a lot of them. I always find that the ranking of them changes a little bit because the colors, the formulas, the looks, like everything always changes. So let's get into today's ranking. Today I'm going to start from my least favorite to most favorite. And let's get into it that way. So I didn't want to start this video off on like a negative note. That's not why I'm starting from my least favorite. The reason why I'm starting from my least favorite is because right now I currently have my Too Faced Hot Birded Rum palette that is in my project pan. And as soon as I finish one of the eyeshadows in here, I'm going to be rolling it out because I have had this palette now for 7 or 8 years, and I've been working on this specific eyeshadow shade for 6 years at this point, and I am finally almost done it. The palette itself is cute, but I have really sensitive eyes and sometimes the scent of it is just a little too much. I'm tired of the scent of it, and the colors themselves are not like my most favorite colors, and the formulas are not my most favorite formulas. So I have been using up this shade right here. And if you watch my Project Pan videos, I'm trying so hard right now to like show you the actual like usage on it. I only have a little bit left. It is so crumbly and so powdery that I only have maybe a use or two left. So that's why it's in the bottom, is just because like these 4 colors right here, they're not my colors. This brown, I was thinking about panning, but then it would take me probably another 6 years or so. It's very patchy, it's not nice. And then these 2 shimmers right here are not my favorite. So all in all, I used up the shade that I loved the most, that I could use every single day. And I feel like I got my money's worth because I did dabble around the palette, but I used up like 1 shade. This is in the bottom just because it's going to be rolled out literally within like a week or 2 at the most. But anyway, this is not getting thrown out. It's going to be cleaned up and given to my sister because I'm giving her some of the makeup that's not working for me because she has a lot of like events and stuff. So anyway, that is at the bottom. That is number 8 solely because I am almost done it. It is going to be rolled out and I can't wait because I have my eye on another eyeshadow palette, but we'll get into that in my Project Pan when I update you all. Let's get into number 7. So I had a hard time with number 7 because I was torn between 2, but I feel like this makes more sense for me at the moment. So this is in spot number 7. It's the It's My Pleasure palette from ColourPop. The reason why it's in number 7 is solely because it is all just purpley pink. It's a beautiful palette. I love my eyeshadow every single time that I use these. I would just grab this less than other palettes. I was actually thinking about next year maybe doing like a pan that palette. So maybe from like January to March or April, I would work on one palette, and then April to September, I would use this, like something like that, where I could incorporate more of my palettes in my Project Pan. But anyway, this one here is absolutely beautiful. It's really pretty. I've rolled this one into my Project Pan a lot to try and hit pan on it. I honestly think now if I tried to hit pan on a shade, I'd try that one just because I feel like it's the most neutral. But yeah, this here, number 7, solely because it's just purple and I don't wear purples all the time. But I think this would be really fun to play with in the spring and summer next year. So we'll see. My main focus right now has been this one. So I feel like once that's done, I'm going to have a lot more creativity when it comes to eyeshadow palettes. Spot number 6 is the e.l.f. Earth and Ocean palette. I think 6 is the perfect spot because it's really nice, like neutral and fun tones. I think I will get more use out of this side of the palette rather than that side. This one here, I have a really big dip in and I used it today. I have played around with quite a few of these shades as well and I do really like it. This one here is like my travel palette just because it doesn't have a mirror, so I'm not worried about that breaking. And it's really good for neutral tones, but if I want a pop of something, it's really easy to incorporate these. And if something were to happen where this broke, I would miss it, but it wouldn't be the end of the world where I'm missing blues. I would probably miss some greens, but that would kind of be it because I have neutral tones everywhere else. But yeah, this one here is in number 6. I really, really do like it. I love the colors and I love the variety, and I really want to play around with it again. So I was kind of thinking once this is rolled out, maybe this would be fun to start working on as like a pan that palette seasonally for the winter, and then do this one for like the spring and see how I could get along with these two. But anyway, that's number 6. Number 5 is my Natasha Denona Retro palette. This formula is absolutely amazing. I would love to get a bigger Natasha Denona palette. The only reason why this one is lower, honestly, is just because of the shade here. I absolutely love these 2 shades. If this was a brown or a little bit less red, this would literally be my travel palette. I honestly think that this would even be like an everyday palette. Like, I absolutely, absolutely love this shade here, and I love this shade, but I just feel like this one, I wish it was just a little bit muted, or it was like a brown. That would have been absolutely perfect. So anyway, I could see myself totally finishing those 2 shades. I would get good use out of this shade, but I honestly feel like I'd finish those 2. This is in spot number 5. I really do like it. Formula is great. I would love a bigger Natasha Denona palette, but I have my eye on a different palette. Okay, in number 4 is my Morphe palette. This is one that my sister got for me, I think 2 or 3 years ago. I was really, really, really wanting a new eyeshadow palette, but I was telling myself I wasn't buying myself a new palette until I finished the shade from the Too Faced palette. And this one actually came in a bundle, so I didn't really consider that like me buying a palette, and I really liked this one in store, and I think it was on sale or it was affordable or something. Anyway, she decided to pick this one up for me, and I absolutely love this palette. They are so pigmented, and I just love the shades. It's so balanced between the shimmers and the mattes and just the tones, and every single time I use this, no word of a lie, I get compliments on my eyeshadow. I love this. I love this palette a lot. That's why it's in number 4. Okay, and number 3 is my most like staple, neutral, easy to go to palette. I feel like this is everybody's like staple go-to neutral palette. This is the Going Coconuts from ColourPop, and I have some good usage on this. At first I was thinking this would be fun to try and put in my project pan to like finish or hit pan or anything like that. This is such a staple that I don't want to work on these shades just to try and roll it out of my collection or work on these shades to just hit pan, because I actually use these shades like really intentionally. And what I mean by that is this is perfect for when I want like brown wing liner. These ones here and this one's perfect for blending. Like, I love this for specific looks, and for when I know I need a palette like this, it is so nice to have this in my collection. That's why it's in my top 3. And if this broke or if I lost it, I would be really sad because I do really like it. And with a bunch of bridal events coming up, I think that this is going to be such a staple. So for me, this is number 3. Absolutely love it. I'm having a hard time ranking these. Like, I have a hard time putting either at 2 because I want them both at 1. And I'm having a hard time. Like, they're tied for me. The reason being is I love this palette, the Tati Beauty one, because it feels like I'm doing art and it feels like I'm painting. And I feel like I always have the best time when I reach for this palette. Like, it feels special and I just love it. The mirror is amazing. I love all the tones. I love all the colors. The only row I don't use that much is the top row, but I used it actually as nail polish toppers. I love it. Like, I feel like with this is perfect for me when I'm at home and I'm looking for that specific shade, or when I want to do a specific look. Like, this is what I reach for. And I don't have any black eyeliner at the moment, so when I want some, I'll use this. When I want that beautiful orange in the fall, I'll use this. When I want that pretty pink, I can use this. Like, I just love these eyeshadows, and It's so hard for me to put this at number 1 because I love my Wild West, but I don't want to put this at number 2 because I feel like it needs to be number 1. But anyway, I really do love this one. When I want to sit down and do like a really nice staple makeup look, or I'm looking for like that shade, this is what I reach for. And I don't want to like bring this around with me traveling because I'm always scared that it'll break and I can't get it again. This is so well loved, and I feel like if she ever released another one or released these, I would repurchase a brand new one of these and I would try and like pan or finish this one. I just love it. But let's go to my other one, that is the Urban Decay Naked Wild West. I love this one because of all the colors. Like, these are such me and staple colors, and I love how you can put a brush in here, and I love how there's a mirror, and I love how easy it is to travel with because I have everything in here. There's a little bit more color variety than the Tati Beauty, and there are some shimmers as well. Like, this is such a me palette. The only color in here that's not like my absolute favorite are the 2 blues, but other than that, I really love this palette. So these for me have to be tied for like 1 and 2. Like, I can't actually choose a number 2 because I feel like they're both at number 1. And these are palettes where if they broke, I would be sad. I think with this one, they still sell it, so I could go and repurchase it, and I would. But this one I couldn't. So if we have to put it that way, I would put this in number 2 because I could go repurchase it, and this in number 1 because I would be really sad if it broke because I can't repurchase it. But anyway, those are all of my eyeshadow palettes at the moment. I did see the Urban Decay Naked palette. It's like a new face palette. I think there's like a highlight contour. It's like a whole eyeshadow and face palette, and I really want to get that one. I'm gonna see how the reviews are. I want to see it in store. Like, I want to see it, and I do want to add in a new eyeshadow palette to my collection, so I think that'll be the next one, but I'm open to suggestions, so let me know in the comments down below. Based on these, like, what do you guys think would be a good eyeshadow palette for me? I haven't purchased myself one since this one. I got it right when it came out and I absolutely loved it. So let me know in the comments down below, what eyeshadow palette do you guys think I should pick up, or should I just go with my gut and get that Urban Decay one whenever it comes out? Let me know your favorite eyeshadow palette, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!